Hi, and welcome back to my second home video of my house decorated for Christmas. We just stepped inside my house and now we're in a small entryway room. The first thing a visitor would see when they walked into my house at Christmas would be this beautiful sculpture of Mary, Joseph, and the baby Jesus. And right beneath that sculpture is a stand. I'm sorry, you're hearing my bird behind you. That's a song that he loves to sing to me all day, and he gives me lots of confidence. If he hears me talking, he starts singing that song to me. So try to ignore that. But anyway, this is it's just a little entryway stand. Right in the entryway, there's some old suitcases underneath, and then on top is the sculpture along with a sign, a little wooden word sign that says Merry Christmas. And underneath the sign and top of the table, I just put some sparkly gold tulle. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's just got a beautiful sparkle to it. What I usually do on top of all my furniture at Christmas is I just lay garland down and add some white lights. And then what I'll do after that is just string pretty poinsettias and ribbons and berries and lots of pine cones. And I just weave that garland around what's ever sitting on the table. Right next to that table I have 3 tiny little pine trees. And I usually have them decorated, but this year I really wanted to downscale a little bit from what I usually do at Christmas, and I just decided they looked pretty plain. So I set them up, and then I wrapped more gold tulle all the way around and underneath the trees to cover up all the wires in the stands. And this is just a pretty little stuffed rocking horse that my daughter got from her grandmother for Christmas many years ago. The only reason I even have these trees here is because there's a lot of wires. I'll give you a little sneak peek. See there, you can see one back there. And without these trees here, the first thing you would notice would be those wires. And so it's just a great way to help camouflage them. Behind the trees begins my staircase garland down into my sunroom. Now, I'm not showing you the sunroom in this video because it would take too much time, but I will start by showing you part of the garland. I actually got this idea on another blog. The lady put her Christmas cards on her garland. She just tied them onto the garland with little bows, and I thought, wow, what a great idea that is. I mean, every time I get Christmas cards, I'm always wondering, oh, what do I do with them? I don't want to toss them. I've tried various holders, like putting them in baskets or in containers that hang on walls, but then you can't see them. And now this way, that with them displayed on the garland like this, I can see them all the time. And I love the fact that they're in my entryway, because every time I walk past them, I see all the pictures of people in my life, people that I care about and that they care about me, and I see the Christmas messages like Jesus is the reason for the season and hope, and it's very uplifting, and I really enjoy it. Alright, I'm going to just swing around now and turn my back to my family room, and what you're going to see now is the entrance to my dining room. Now, we're not going in the dining room yet. I'll save that for another day. But you can see the dining room tree through the dining room door. And then that brick wall that you're looking at, that is the old part of my house. When we built the addition, we just left it exposed and attached the roof right to the brick. Okay, I'm going to move a little closer to this doorway and just show you what I have above the door, which is just a pre-bought swag. It's basically just wood with some pretty poinsettias and glittered fruit and berries. Now down here on the brick wall, I have a very old photograph. I don't know the people in the photograph. I just picked this up at an auction because I love old photographs, and I thought the frame was so pretty. And then next to that, or underneath that, would be an old lamp I picked up at Hobby Lobby. And just a really pretty print, you know, very inexpensive print that I bought at Kmart years ago. And I'm going to back up, and then I'll show you the whole ensemble. It's just a antique phonograph player. It's an old cabinet, and inside is an actual phonograph. It is an actual phonograph. And on top of that, again, I just wove garland. I use a lot of burgundies and gold, and I just wove it all around the existing things on the piece of furniture. And this is just a book that I put out every Christmas. It's one of my favorite Christmas books. It's just filled with beautiful pictures of a castle decorated for Christmas. Alright, and over here is what I use for a curtain tie back at Christmas time. It was just a decorative glittered fruit swag that I picked up at Michael's many years ago. And now, this is what hangs on my door. I change my wreaths and my swags out on my side door with every season. And this is a Christmas one. I didn't buy this one. I mean, I didn't make this one. I bought it pre-made. And I bought it at Michael's really cheap. I picked it up after the season was over. And I find that's when you get most Christmas decorations, after the Christmas season is all over. And sometimes it's just cheaper to, you know, buy things pre-made than it is to make them yourselves. And this was one of those cases. I think I only spent a couple of dollars for them. Alright, and now I'm going to start walking towards my family room, but I'm not going in it on this video because I'm already way out of time. I think I talked too much, but this is my family room, and I'll turn the lights on in there, and we'll see you in a little bit.